Okay.
There we go.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Gary, Anna, Jorge, Sandra, and anyone else who is showing up on this call. We thank you so much for coming tonight and our Tuesday night call. And this is an incredible night. Super incredible for me because I've known Sandra for, I don't know, gosh, probably going on 15 years. So Sandra was adventurous enough to come on, I don't know, 1, 2, or 3 of my huge adventure trips that I used to do all over the world. And they were, talk about stepping out of your comfort zone. They were a big price tag that you had to raise money for, and you had to raise money for clean water, and you had to do all kinds of wild stuff on the trip to support your inner growth as well. And Sandra always made traveling just so much fun. And so I'm really excited that she's here and all of you, because we've all started an amazing journey together. I think all of you guys are seeing it. It's like every day I'm noticing in myself something new. I'm noticing in the people around me incredible changes. And I've been in alternative healing like a lot of you guys for a lot of years. And it is so remarkable to see what is happening with this technology of phototherapy. So I'm going to just start off. I'm going to ask Sandra a few questions to have her share her story. Because Sandra, would you shared something with me the other day on text about your mom and you and Weight Watchers and going to Weight Watchers. And if you would share that story with us so that we can kind of get to know you and your journey, and then we'll ask you some questions about, you know, your cancer journey and your Thrival journey and all of that, and of course, Lifewave.
Sure. So before I get to that, I must say that, like, I call Sprite my sister. She has my heart, she has my back, and she's made me do some crazy ass things that I had to fully rely on trust. So on this one particular thing, spectacular, whatever, it was like we did this. I've always had a terrifying fear of heights. And it was a real blocker for me. And I did something so scary that I actually got over my fear of heights. So there's a huge amount of trust that I have. And the cool thing is that was over a decade ago at least. And it's still gone. So I know that when we put ourselves out there in the scariest ways, there's a ripple effect that stays with us for far longer. And I'd say that I was equally as terrified to try this product. And the reason is that I was having to commit to putting my health first, and I wasn't sure what that looked like because I hadn't had success. So I texted Sprite the other day that I had this massive awareness because my mom and I had a beautiful, wonderful, loving relationship, but it was also sort of enabling in the most unique ways. And we joined Weight Watchers. Like I walked this earth about 100 pounds more than I am now. And my mom was even a little more. She was right above 300. I was right below. And it was an incredible process because we joined Weight Watchers literally 17 or 19 times. But I still have all my tabs because I used to keep those hidden so nobody would ever know my weight, as if they couldn't physically see me, but I never had a full-length mirror. So I was such in denial of like, oh, I'm big boned, I'm this, I'm that. But I had such a disconnect between my body, my heart, and my brain that it wasn't until I got cancer that I had to have like a real, wake up of like, what is this life that I'm creating for myself? And ironically, when I got cancer and I met with the oncologist, one of the first things I said is, am I going to lose my hair? And it freaked me out so much that I was like, isn't that curious? Isn't that weird? And I went through the process of then like feeling into it, like, and my body loves being bald, absolutely loves it. I let it grow out for like a little over 2 months and I had to shave it off this morning because I'm just happier bald right now. It just feels good. And I used to sort of think that my boobs and my hair were like superpowers. And they're sort of just accessories. And so it's like I've been having a real honest heart with my 58-year-old self of like, what does my body need from me now? My body's taken me pretty far in this world, but I want to do better for it because I want to still be around. I lived through cancer, wasn't sure I would. I'm great. Now it's just rebuilding some of the damage that happened during chemo, which is the neuropathy. And that's been pretty debilitating. I mean, it actually was, it really hit me hard to be like, okay, now I want to do better and my body's falling apart. So I had a heart-to-heart with Sprite, and she told me about the Lifewave, and I took it slow and I did my reading, and I got the product, and then I was kind of almost scared to try it. And I felt like it was like, am I going to put myself as a priority? And I started with the patches, 39 and 49, switching off between the belly and the neck. And I've never done a detox before, so I didn't even know what was happening. But it's like, I had my eye blow up with the sty twice. I had all these other things go on. And Sprite's just like, just take it slow, listen to your body, you know, your body's just working itself out. But that was from November. And I must say that the way that I feel this February, I have not had this feeling in 20 years, to where I have a yearning to stand more, a yearning to walk more, a yearning to be more. Ironically, it's like, without even trying to, I'm naturally just eating better and taking better care of myself. So I've dropped some pounds, and it just feels like it's feeling like full alignment with, like, I feel like I have a little helper on my inside cells that's saying, go, 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 you can do this, girl. So that's like, so just a big awareness of like, you know, how many times I've put effort out only to sabotage myself. After my mom and I would join Weight Watchers, we literally would go to Wendy's afterwards and have a burger because it was only 6 points. So it was a lot of justification, right? And now it's like with the patches, it's expensive. Money's a thing that to pay attention to. But I thought of it differently, where I have a very intentional way of putting them on, to where I almost am like treating my body like I give myself a little mantra. I ask myself a little question, and I'm very intentional each time that I'm putting my patches on. And I picked 8 in the morning and 8 at night, because together that's 88, and that's my favorite number. So it's like, it sounds weird, but these are the little tiny weird little hacks that make it happy to do every day.
No, I think it's really awesome, because a lot of people do, like, they forget to put them on, they forget to take them off, and so like all these different ways that you're finding to create joy in this new relationship with your body, really.
Yeah.
What it sounds like you're creating.
Yeah, I have my little journal. I make it easy on myself. I keep my little journal at the same place every day that I can just get on. I do my little patches. I weigh myself every day. And there's no shame. There's no nothing. It's more appreciation of like, oh, look what my body's doing today.
Oh, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful.
I feel hopeful for the first time, and physically hopeful. Like, I don't think I've experienced this I mean, I've been struggling with this body pain thing for well over 2 decades. And
Mhm.
it's pretty cool that I feel like something is happening. Something's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I remember when I first met you, you were way back then dealing with pain in your legs and your
Yeah.
knees. I'll never forget that first trip. We had you were on the winning team racing down the mountain with your sore knees. It's like nothing's gonna stop you. You're like, my knees aren't gonna stop me from winning
Oh
first
yeah.
place.
I mean, if you guys could see me, my legs are highly bowed, highly bowed. And yeah, that there's a video of me running down that little hill. And it's 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 a good one to look back on because I remember that exact feeling of like, wow, I'm going for it.
So have you noticed since you've been patching, are you losing any weight?
I have. I've not I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to just
Yeah,
listen to my body and it's naturally eating better and doing better and so forth. So I'm down like 5 pounds and I feel really good about that.
that's great.
Yeah, I feel really good about that because I feel like they're gone. I released them. And
Yes.
the weird thing is that like my skin feels a lot silkier. Like it just feels silkier. And it's not a lotion, it's from the inside. It's
Mm-hmm.
something's working. Like I have a if you guys were see I'm very oddly out of proportion right now. I had a double mastectomy flat, so I'm not there's nothing there, but I have a long-term cortisol issue to where I look pregnant. And so that's been an interesting process to be like, I feel a little squishier. So yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
over this time, it's just going to be
Mm-hmm.
exciting to see what my body wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just
But
using the 2 pouches?
I'm using the 39 and 49. I switch off between my under the belly and the neck. And I'm
Mhm.
using Eon on my foot. And then I've used the energy enhancer about 5 times. Um, but that's not my highest focus. I really feel like, I don't know, I feel like the Eon is helping my feet sleep better. Um, I get that restless, it feels like knives are going through my feet.
Mm.
So I it's manageable right now. And
That's
I'm a
great.
California girl. I used to rely on a lot of gummies, I must say, and I don't need that. I'm doing this.
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow. That's awesome.
yeah. So
Congratulations.
that's
So
that's
you're
a
so you're noticing then too, besides the physical, you're noticing something else like the um because the Eon helps to balance the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. Are you noticing that? So is that why you think you're not using the gummies?
I the words you just used, I'm a little bit of a loss. I purposely haven't like done the I wanted to see how I felt without reading about how you're supposed to feel or what this does. So I just wanted
Oh,
to see
awesome.
like what's happening. So those are the
Okay.
results that I'm having. But
Wow.
it's a definite it's a very distinctive shift that feels like it almost feels like my body's eager and excited when it's getting time to put on patches. Like I feel hopeful. Um, and I just have not, I had not had that feeling in so long. I
Mhm.
was a busy workaholic most of my whole life. Then life happened with my mom. She took a turn with her health and I became her full-time caregiver like overnight. So laid down my business, focused on my mom, thinking I'd only get 2 weeks with her. I got 3 years. Turns out I'm a damn good nurse uh, for other people. Um, but then there's been a gap of the last she's been gone now 3 years. And during that grief time, and I was such a good caregiver to her, I forgot how to take care of myself. So like my health, I got through the cancer okay, but I literally took such a dip depression, whatever. I just did not take care of myself well. So my feet got worse. Everything just got worse. And I kind of just, I kind of almost gave up. So the feeling I have now of like, I remember what that feels like. Like, I'm like, if I'm in this much pain, what's like, I don't know. And to go from that to where I am now of like, oh, this is all going to work itself out. You know, there's a true thing about chemo brain, that chemo fog, chemo brain, maybe it dulled me down taking care of my own self, but it's switching and I feel switched on. And
Wow.
I'm so grateful.
Wow, that's huge. So that's 2 months. Well, Anna has been experiencing the caregiving for the last several months as well with her mom who has cancer. And that's how she first thought of using Lifewave to help her mom with the cancer. And then her mom's doctor nixed that and said no. And so then she started using it for herself and has really had some great experiences. I think she's heading into the house right now. She was in the car, so but she'll be back. Oh, there you are, Anna. Oh, you're in the house.
Yes. Just finally.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. I was just talking about you. Could you hear me?
I heard you.
Okay.
Yes, it has been a special, well, wait until I put on the lights. Yes, like you said, right, I started this trying to help my mom, but then the doctor didn't let us. I still haven't had the chance to really study the cancer issue and the patches. Because I understand you're not in chemo anymore, Sandra, no?
No, I'm not.
Exactly. So I think that's why you can do it, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go on when you're on something. So yeah, I would definitely say trust her doctor on the timing of when.
For sure.
Well, the doctor is against it. You know how they are, the typical doctors.
It's because they're practicing medicine.
Yeah. So, hematologist, I don't know how you say it in English, but so and I started using them for myself, and it's really been great. I'm really happy with the patches. I've experienced, for example, I had been accustomed to having a hip pain. Like always when I walked, I would always have that right part of my hip in pain. And I had assumed that it's natural, okay, I'm aging, so it must be natural to have that pain. And suddenly it really disappeared. Then I've been noticing also my digestion is incredible, only with X39. I don't use anything else.
Oh, cool.
And also I have really red eyes. I don't produce much tears, and I'm not using teardrops right now just to see, and
oh, nice.
they have gotten like a lot better. They're not completely well, but I can see because I work on the computer also a lot, very frequently. And I also can perceive very deep sleep. Like when I sleep, and also part of like the health crisis, what I did have was like being really, really tired. And then today I noticed after it's 3 weeks that I've used the patches, I've seen that my tongue is really with a metal taste,
Oh.
So I think I'm detoxing from heavy metals, but I'm really obsessive about organic food. And I was like, okay. But at the end, I still have, this thing of detox effect. For me, that's so important. So I've been dealing also with giving lots of care to my mom. It's been really hectic, like 2 months that we haven't really a nonstop events because she's very, very in a delicate. She has a myeloma, multiple myeloma. Is
Mm.
this bone cancer?
Mm-hmm.
But she's doing much better. And
Good.
right now, she could actually take the patches because she's not with much medicine. She just has like pain control medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if to use it or not. I don't know. I'm not still
Eon,
clear. Eon,
Eon,
no?
get her on Eon.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because of the pain, you mean that would like help with the pain or
The
which
inflammation. Yeah. And the
inflammation?
inflammation and the pain for sure.
So it's
And what else do you guys think? I mean, do you think the glutathione, Gary and Jorge, do you guys want to input anything about that? She's off of chemo now.
Well, I've been, the last week I've been studying a lot about glutathione, not just the patches, but glutathione in general.
Mhm.
And I have an order coming in. It should be here within the next 2 or 3 days. It has glutathione. I'm very impressed with what I read. And then I've been I just watched a video this morning about David Schmidt talking about glutathione and how the patches work and how important it is for the body. Um, I am really high on glutathione patches right now, and I can't wait to get mine. But I'm feeling I've been doing them now for about 5 weeks, doing patches for about 5 weeks, and I'm feeling much better, much stronger, um, a lot more energy. I noticed that I can walk further, a lot more stamina when I'm exercising. Uh, so I'm really I think I would suggest both of you could benefit from glutathione because it's such a uh, it's an antioxidant, and we have
Mm.
oxidative stress, and the glutathione will help move that oxidative stress out. So yeah, I can't wait to get mine.
Awesome. Yeah, it's the super immune builder of our body. And especially post cancer treatments, which tend to destroy those, that system in your body, that would really help rebuild that system. Yeah. So for you, Sandra, and for your mom.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Thank you for sharing. I have been curious about that. So and also, would I wear that every day with all the others, or do you alternate?
I think you would want to again go slow.
Mm-hmm.
My senses go slow, and probably a lot that I've seen says, especially in like your situation, Sandra, would be like to start 3 days a week.
Okay.
Jorge or Gary, if you have any other input.
Yeah, you'll probably experience a lot of detox when you start using the glutathione patches. So it's paying very close attention to what your body is telling you, and don't overdo it. And if you feel like you're starting to get yucky, if you're not feeling good, uh, pull back a little bit and give your body a chance to clean out the toxins that are in your system. Also, then drink a lot of water. I mean, really,
Mm,
when you're starting to detox, drinking lots of water is really important to move that stuff out.
that's really helpful. Thank you. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's funny because I know the whole go slow thing, but it's kind of like I feel like I got something so juicy and good that I just want to now do it because now I know it works. So it's like, are more better? So,
That is so true. I have to say, I remember watching a video with a cancer thriver, survivor, And when she started, that's what she said. She just patch. She had like 8 patches on her. She's like, I know you're not supposed to do that. She's like, but I did. And I think it took her a year when she went back for like her yearly checkup with her doctor, and her doctor was like, whoa, what are you doing? Because like all of her vitals were so spectacularly different. And
I love that.
yeah, but we don't recommend that. But again, it's your body. So hi, Linda.
Hi.
Oh, sweetheart, she's so tired. We heard you worked so hard, babe.
Oh my.
You were up early and you worked hard today.
You have a big mouth, don't you? I know. I was going to join the meeting and I was outside and then it got dark and I thought, I hear Gary talking in there. Oh yeah. Meeting.
I thought you were sleeping.
Oh, come on.
I,
No, I've been weeding and watering. It's a sure sign it's going to
Oh my
rain now that I
God.
watered, right? Anyway. Hi.
Well, glad you're here. Hi. Yeah, this is Sandra. Sandra, meet Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi.
So I do want to get to on this call. Sandra has done some pretty cool things with ChatGPT. She's been working with it for a long time, like 5 years, I guess. And so her
Less than
ChatGPT
that.
knows her.
I'm not
Oh,
that.
less than that.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't teach it. I don't do any of that. I just have embraced it heavily in the last 2 years. So I just
Oh,
want
2
to give
years, sorry.
yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yes, always correct me. So I do want to get to that. And I also just want to ask if there's any questions that have been popping up about, over our conversation regarding her journey or your journey or anything with the patches before we move on. No. Okay. So do you want to share what your ChatGPT has given you that you shared with me the
Are
other
you
day?
able to share it from your end?
Um
It's on my phone and I'm on my iPad. I'm not a tech
so Jorge, can you give me
savvy.
the ability to share my screen? Or maybe I have it. Oh, I have the ability. Okay. So let me just turn my phone around.
Yeah, just press it and
And
share.
yeah, okay, so share screen,
screen.
share, continue, start recording with me. I don't want to do that. Oh, I guess I have to. Do I have to record? Share
No,
screen.
I'm recording.
Well, it says share your screen and then share your device's audio. Okay, so I hit continue, and when I hit continue, it says start recording or casting with me. Okay, the casting. Yeah. Okay, so now it's casting. Okay, so let me go to Sandra. Let's find your groovy. Here they are. Okay, so can you see it, Sandra?
Sort of. Let me get my little extra eyeballs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did this. Yeah, so I wanted something that I could print out and put on my wall that was or keep it on my phone as an anchoring of like my intention. So I asked it, I gave it some ideas of what I wanted it to say, and then it just sort of did it. And I just thought that it was just nice that it just printed it out in a way that I could just use it as my little quick snapshot of
So
like
Sandra,
like
can you be a little bit more specific with like, what did you tell it? What did you tell it to do? And like up at the top, it says recent lab shows stable health with no red flags, CBC kidney function, et cetera, et cetera. Did you tell it all of that? Or did it already know?
Okay, so what I did is I took a snapshot. When I went to the oncologist, I had to do a bunch of labs. So I made myself a file in GPT. I put it as a new project and I called it Shrinking Success. I'm just going to be candid how I did this. So in my file called Shrinking Success, it knows that I'm paying attention to my health with Lifewave, with what the oncologist said, with my lab results. So what I did is I took a snapshot of my lab results, put them all into the chat GPT along with the website for Lifewave. So it had all the right information. And then I asked it to make me a schedule for a week. Yeah, so that's what I did. And then the other one, I sent you in, and then I started thinking like, oh, well, I want it to kind of do more than that. And that's why I then put.
I'll show the other one in a minute. What I love about this is, you know, that it shows each of the patches. So you obviously told it which patches you have. And and it gives you the purpose of the patch, like the X39 cellular repair, stem cell activation, overall vitality, and the placement, and when to use it. That's really cool. Okay. Do you want to show the next one that you did?
Yeah.
Okay. I like at the bottom too that it says that the note at the bottom, the things that you might experience, like the detoxing and listen to your body. That's really good.
Yeah, I like how, and it kind of did that on its own. I've been training my chat GPT so it knows me well, to know the language and a style that I like. But where it said wild dreams though, it's like I have dreams that I'm riding a bike again. Like I haven't dreamt those things. And like I was dancing and that just felt great. So I think there is something to, you know, if your body believes it can happen, then, you know, but this gave me just a nice little anchoring. I said, now put a mantra and an anchor. And that's kind of what I use when I put my patches on. And I just titled it Best Me 2026. And
I love it. A gentle daily ritual for alignment, vitality, and becoming who I'm meant to be. And then you've got your daily window from 8 to 8. Linda, you'll appreciate that. She chose 8 to 8 because she 88 is her favorite number. So she remembers when to put them on and put them off, Linda.
And I do set my alarm.
Okay, because we had that conversation yesterday.
Yeah. But I don't know
Go
if any of you guys are into the chat GPT thing, but I am more than happy if you want to email me your particulars or your mantras or whatever. I'm more than happy to put this through my little thingy and email it back to you. It takes me all of 2 seconds. So.
Oh, that's great. Well, I will. Do you want me to give people your email?
Yeah, Sandra Hansworth at Gmail.
Okay.
And
I'll
then
do that.
They just share what they want on it, and I'll put it through, and I'll make it into something that they can print.
Okay, cool. So like the X39, when you put that on, supports my body's natural renewal, balance, and cellular communication. The mantra, my body remembers how to heal and restore. And then anchor. So how do you use the mantra versus the anchor?
To be honest with you, it's just the way that it put it, and I just do it how I feel inspired to that day. I'm not stuck on any of this. I use my journal to back up my real efforts, which is generally asking my body, what do you want from me today? What do you want to touch? What do you want to see? What do you want to enjoy? What do you want to laugh about? Like I kind of hit all the senses. So it's like, I think it's important to, I just started this on the 6th, and already I've switched some of my questions around. So I just think it's good to have like a baseline to get the brain going of like, oh, when I put this patch on, you know, maybe it's an anchoring to think of, you know, that trip that I'm gaining energy to do, or the prosperity to earn the money to keep that, you know, like whatever that is. I think that it's just important to have a way to talk to your body that your body can hear it, so that you're both on the same team. And I say that because I think that my body and my mind and my heart were all on different teams until recently. So it feels really good to have.
That's incredible.
It is.
It is so inspiring, Sandra.
You've got an entire training here that you could share with people.
Thank you. I think it's exciting. This is like a little happy hack for me, like to figure out something that's actually working that I can anchor in. It helps me focus on my health in a not in a heavy way. It's lighthearted. So
Yeah, like that.
Well, and it's cool. Thank you guys for saying that, because Sandra has so many amazing ideas over the course of the many years I've known her. She is just literally like the bubble idea girl, and just idea after idea, and about sharing and helping people with having their best life and all of that. And it's really exciting to see you, Sandra. Now you're doing it right now. This is your first training.
Thank you. My mama always said is like, when you learn something that you've done better than you used to, you owe it to pay it forward to the next person in line, right? Like, I know what it feels like to feel really like disconnected. So if I could help somebody just with these little tricks and happy hacks to feel more connected, that's just a great pay it forward.
I love the happy hack. That's cute. So I like this at the bottom, my daily reminder. This is not about forcing change. It's about consistency, kindness, and listening inward. Every day I show up and becoming my best me. Did you write that, or did ChatGPT write that?
That is me working with my ChatGPT for these last 2 years, talking about, it was me telling my ChatGPT, I get overwhelmed and I shut down if something feels too heavy and hard. So in the past, when Weight Watchers got too heavy and hard, it was just easier to quit than work through that pain and that angst of like, you know, how do I move through this energy? So it was me asking my ChatGPT I want this to be an enjoyable process, not a start and finish. This is my whole life now. You know, I diddle dallied around health the first 58 years. So I want to move forward at a pace that doesn't feel overwhelming, but feels connected.
Beautiful. And then here's the last one that you sent. Explain what this one is.
Oh yeah. So I said, yeah, I just asked it to retweak it so that, see the reflection of health, healing, the quiet evidence is in process. It just put it in a different format so that I could just look and read a few different anchors at once. I do like anchors. That's kind of, I'm a sticky note person. I have sticky notes. Like I'll write that on a sticky note and put it on my mirror and leave it for a day. Like the one I have now is self-care is, I can't read it now, but it's more, they're just gentle reminders that, self-care is taking care of yourself. Like it's just, it's just it's an act of love. And if you believe you're worth it, that's why at the bottom I have, choose happy, you're worth it. I think that took me, that sentence right there. My name is Hansworth. And when I was caregiving for my mom, we had a lot of conversations about worth. and
Mm.
the struggle around worth. And it takes a lot of guts to feel like you're worth it to live your life at full throttle, you know?
Mhm.
So the
Mhm.
choose happy, you're worth it. There's a lot that I could spin out on of sad and bitter whatevers. But it's like when you actually just choose happy and and release what's no longer serving you, it's because you actually claim your worth.
Wow.
Have you heard of, do you know about Bruce Lipton?
Mm-mm.
He wrote he's a cellular biologist, and he wrote a book, quite a few years ago, called The Biology of Belief.
Oh,
And he talked about, he discovered that our cells respond to our thoughts. And as I'm listening to you talk, you could be a poster girl for that book. Really, because everything you're saying is right in line with what he said about how we can heal our own bodies. Our bodies have the capability of healing.
Mhm.
The only thing that prevents it from doing that is our thoughts, our thoughts getting in the way of healing. And when you switch that around, like you've obviously done, miracles happen. And they're not really miracles. It is the way life is. We just think of them as miracles.
Yeah, when we get out of the way.
Yeah.
thank
Mhm.
you. I appreciate that immensely. Yeah, it's a new it's a new day in my life. That's all I can say. I made a little bet with Sprite because when I first started, I got the patches in November, on off with how I was feeling kind of thing. But on her birthday, which was February 6th, right, Sprite?
Yes.
So that's what because it was her birthday and because I was feeling
Or
this like commitment.
I'm sorry, January 16th.
Oh, then I totally messed that up.
No, I don't know. It was something. No, it was something though, because it was like, no, I think I said because my birthday is this month, and you're like, okay, let's go for it.
Yeah, so I
Like
just
it's
claimed
starting a
it.
week early.
That's funny. That's super funny. See, sometimes it doesn't matter how things start; it's what you make the difference in it. But it does make me excited to see that I'm tracking it every day and honoring myself enough to do that. So that is exciting. But it feels good to feel better.
Yeah. Amen. Amen to that. That's awesome.
And you know what? It feels really good to want to feel better.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a really big one because, Sandra and I were talking about my brother and his wife and going through a lot. He's been caretaking her for probably 12 years now.
Wow.
And he got the patches for both of them, but mainly for her. And she doesn't want to take them. And so he just started taking them, and it was discouraging to him for about a minute, and like Sandra, I think he has that attitude where he's like, he's already really improved his health a lot, beyond what the patches are going to help him do. He's almost off of his diabetes medication just from exercise and diet. And so he's going for it. But you have to want to feel better. You have to, on every level, right? Whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, you have to want to have that life. That's the first step. And then
Yeah.
belief is the next, maybe. What do you think, Sandra?
I think that you have to have kind of like your reality check. My reality check, because when you mentioned it, and I'm like, do I? it was at the same time that I was re-listening to I did a lot of voice recordings when I was caregiving for my mom. So it was more like just little journaling me to me, because I could talk faster than I could write. So me to me, feel like crap, da, 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 da. Like it was like a lot of that kind of stuff. So it was like a big awareness. And check it out. Here's something that I think is so easy that it's rewarding and it helps if you give it a go. But when I started this, because I journal, but I also do my me to me tapes, and I can totally hear the difference in my voice from when I started, and I was doubtful and I was perplexed and I was whatever, and then you hear it click. You hear it click that you're feeling better. So your brother, if he was just to do his thing, where he's just talking to himself, it's not for anyone else, it's just him to reflect on. But it might, and if his wife could do it just for wherever she is in her life, but it's just a good exercise just to check in about, ask just random questions to yourself and then see how you answer them. Like, how am I feeling today, really? Or if there was one area in my body that could be improved, what would I want that to feel like? Like for me, when you're really overweight, it's a big deal to get down and tie your shoes, right? That was a big deal when I could cross my legs and so it's like, it's just like an awareness of like really being aware about your body.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that little, it's a free app. It's just on everybody's phone. Just hit it when you feel inspired. Yeah, it's just like a voice. It's just a voice memo. It's free.
Oh, okay.
But it literally is, and it'll save them. But it really is something that you can feel. You can feel the difference in your weeks.
You can, because the vibration, you can feel the vibration of your.
You could feel if you're being honest with yourself. How am I feeling? Really?
Wow.
It's like you hear it in your voice when you're listening back, especially when you're feeling better 3 weeks. Yeah.
Wow. That's really a great tool.
Yeah, that actually probably is my number one favorite, like get back to my soul real fast. All I have to do is just go back and listen to anything. You see an improvement, you feel it, you hear it. So
one of the things that I've been noticing, like today I didn't take my X39 because I'm out, and thank God my package just arrived. I can pick it up tomorrow morning. But I have noticed the days that I do not take the X39, because I've been stretching them because I'm almost out, right? And wow, I feel on the inside, I don't feel as with it and inspired. Like there is something, it's been very interesting. I do have more of a like physical fatigue, and it might be because I also am not taking supplements any longer. So I've been experimenting with that and putting my money into the patches instead of $200 a month in supplements. And so I am still taking vitamin C and calcium that has vitamin D and a little magnesium and zinc in it. And then I do take extra magnesium before I go to bed. That's it. Compared to the whole shelf full of things and the multivitamins and all that.
yeah.
So when I'm not patching with the X39, even though I still have the Eon on today, I am physically more tired, like right away. And that's very interesting to me. But I also so I don't know if it's just a physical tiredness, but I also don't feel as inspired. And I don't know if that is the same as the physical, or if it's, if it's separate, like what you're talking about. Because sometimes, I might feel tired, but I'm still feeling inspired inside. So
Mhm.
it's a very interesting thing I'm noticing. I don't know if anybody else has noticed anything like that.
Like you feel flat?
Yeah. Oh, you're so good. Flat. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Mhm.
Mm.
And that's happened every time that I haven't taken the X39, which I probably haven't this month, maybe taken it like 6 days.
Mm. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Nobody else has had that because they're all taking their
Well,
X39
actually,
probably.
I must say this, that when I first started, because I was in Tahoe, and then I was feeling, like detoxing was too much or whatever, and then I
Mhm.
tailored back, went back on it, felt great, went off of it, tailored back. So I did notice those ebb and flows. That's why when I did this, I'm now 26 days solid without missing anything. Like,
Okay.
so I'm tracking that. And so I feel like this gave me a big enough jump that I could be like, oh yeah, no, this is a daily thing for me.
Nice. Awesome.
So
All right. Go
I
ahead,
have
Corey.
a thing to say, like, well, first of all, thank you, Sandra, for everything that you said today. It's like inspiring and really, really nice. It's like amazing. This training, we should like reproduce it and send it to everybody so they can see all,
Thank-
all, all this incredible testimony, and also how you're giving us tips to get better every day. Not only physical, emotional, and mentally. It's amazing. Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you, Jorge.
And for me, well, I'm using the X39. I guess that you can see that not only the stem cells thing, the peptides, the copper peptide, it's something that I've been investigating a lot lately, and it's incredible all the things that the peptide, the copper peptide GHKCU does. So as you can see, as you can tell, my hair is growing, and I don't want to cut it because it's like again growing.
It's
So
like Samson in the Bible. It's like, I don't want to cut my hair.
yeah, and it's crazy because for me it was like really hard to get my hair growing, and I was getting a big hole back in my head, and I was like scared because my dad used to be bald, so I was like I'm gonna be like that. So I'm almost 40, and now I don't know if you can see it, but it's getting better.
No, there's no hole
Wow.
there.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
so that's one of the also losing weight. I've been I lost like 10 kilograms in this time using the patches and not doing anything extra, like no diets, no I mean walking and everything like normal, but with the patches, and I'm doing better. Also the mental clarity, it's impressive because once you use the patches, as you said, you get like more focused and more excited about doing things. You feel the energy, and using the other patches also, I feel different things. Like with the SP6, I can, because I used to eat a lot when I had an anxiety crisis. So I at night I couldn't sleep, and so I woke up. I went to the kitchen and eat something, and I was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now with the SP6, it's like I'm eating 2 times a day, in the morning and at night, and that's it. So before, for me, that was like impossible. I couldn't think it because. Once you smell like food, or you go walking and you smell something in the street, it's like, okay, I can do it. but now it's crazy because I'm just eating, and in the mornings I'm walking with the dogs, and I'm coming back doing some and having breakfast like 11, and lunch like at 4 or 5, and that's it. And a lot of water, of course, always with the water. And I noticed a lot of, just last week I was in Quito visiting my family, and a lot of them were like, "You're doing something. You look younger. You look brighter. What's going on?" I like, patches.
Nice, nice. Love that.
Yay, that's awesome. All right, guys. Any other comments or things to say before we wrap it up? It's perfect. It's 7:30 and
I'm
otherwise
good. Thank you for so lovely to meet all of you. It's wonderful to be here. I feel like we're all on the same team, like getting ourselves all better. So that's a good
Mhm.
thing.
I'd like to say to you, Sandra, that you're just a very bright light, and the energy that you're bringing to this group is awesome. I think what Linda said is that you're actually creating a course that you could teach to people just by what you're saying, and your energy is so strong right now that I think people would flock to you. You're amazing, and thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. You literally made my day. I told my daughter, she came in and she's like, "What's wrong?" I was like having a kind of a panicky attack. And I'm like, "I'm so nervous." And she goes, "You're just sharing. Like, you're just nervous because you've been like not seen for a lot of years." It's like, but thank you for a safe place to share. And I appreciate the beautiful welcome.
Well, there wasn't one speck of your nervousness that came through. You came through like a seasoned professional, filled with joy and happiness, and we're all better for it.
I'm gonna tell her you said that. Thank you. Mwah.
Yay.
I'm glad this is recorded. I'm gonna take that little sound bite with me every time I have to do a talk.
Make a sticky note.
Yeah.
What a
Thank
great
you.
family. Gary, thank you. Anna, thank
Thank
you. And
you.
Jorge, thank you guys for showing up tonight. And really appreciate it. Thank you, Sandra, for stepping into your courage and stepping into your new life and allowing us to share it with you.
Thank you. It's beautiful to
Yay.
be here.
Thank
Thank you,
God for
Sandra. Thank
Lifewave.
you. Thank you.
Amen, David Schmidt.
Yeah.
All
Bye-bye.
right, guys. Bye. Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Jorge, thank you.